When you can go ahead and start the recording. Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, June 6th, 2024. This is the South Coast Air Quality Management District Hearing Board. Today on the agenda, we have two items. The first one, Echo Services Operations Corp., case number 6258-1, has been taken off calendar. Correct, Madam Clerk? Okay, and then the second item that we have is Chevron Products Company, case number 831402. This is on the consent calendar, and this is in regards to a short variance for rules 203, 2004, and 3002. And let's go ahead and mark the exhibits. We have the joint stipulation to place the matter on consent as number 9, following the minute order. Okay, so this is
Number one.
In the petition, they already put some extra.
right.
So you may want to,
Yeah, there's 5.
yeah.
There's 5 in the petition. So do you want me to count them just as the petition, or that's what we've been doing, it's just counting them as the petition? Right, so we can go ahead and then this will be the stipulation for the matter to be placed on consent, then will be number 1. The declaration of Andre West will be number 2. And the proposed order granting the short variance will be number 3. And then we had a string of communication between Mr. Balagopalan, the district, and their attorney, so that will be HB1. Is that correct, Madam Clerk? Okay. All right. I've seen a lot of Chevron's cases lately. So this is in regards to Chevron wanting to replace the caustic scrubbers, and they are going to be renting equipment from OnVent Corporation, but they want to do it while they are down for maintenance, which makes sense. And the caustic scrubbers are in need of repair, so they are also going to be repairing them and adding, it sounds like, some new equipment to them as well. Because they are renting the equipment from OnVent, they are not going to have any emissions during this time, as stated in the petition. And so therefore, I don't see a problem with this, since they're going to be offline anyway, and they can utilize that time. They're asking for 14 days. So they can go ahead and go through the process and install those caustic scrubbers. So is there any other comment on that? Did you have anything else to say, since you had questions originally, Mr. Balagopalan?
Yeah, it's just that they're going to take those caustic scrubbers out for maintenance and repairs already existing. And so they're going to, because it's degraded and corroded, so they need to do some maintenance and repairs on them. So, but you're right, they did say they're going to add some transmitters, so that can check the level and give a better indication how the scrubber is operating. And they will have a rental scrubber to replace these 2 scrubbers while they do the repairs on the scrubbers.
Correct.
And
yes.
the hot tanks, which the scrubbers are renting the hot tanks, which went different processes, so they will continue to be monitored and controlled. And as you indicated, there shouldn't be any excess emissions.
Okay. All right. So any other discussion on the matter? All right. With that, then I'll go ahead and make the motion.
Do you want to go through the 6 findings?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So the the petitioner is requesting a short variance, and it's because they will be in violation of Rule 203B 2005-1, 3002C1, and administrative condition E2 and 4, which requires the scrubber to be in operation during the operation of the facility. So 220, okay, thank you. And so they will be in violation of these rules because they have to take the two scrubbers out of commission while they do the repairs. So, and second thing is this is beyond their control because if they don't do the repair now, it could fail anytime a catastrophic failure could occur. So that's and if we don't grant the variance, it could be they'll have to shut down the whole facility to do the repair. So that will be basically a closing of the business for 14 days. And the closing and taking would be without a benefit there because the harm to the petitioner benefits the air quality because there's no excess emissions anticipated during this period, but they'll be monitoring for H2S and there are conditions on the permit, on the order, which requires them to comply with the permit, which on the rental scrubber, which has requirements for flow rates and pH monitoring and H2S monitoring, and there's also condition in the order for doing sort of monitoring. So, and so there shouldn't be issues on that. And then they have given consideration curtailing, but you really they need to continue to operate. But by bringing in the scrubber, they it's swapping the existing scrubber for the rental, so there shouldn't be any emissions again. So they will monitor and quantify the conditions again to monitor and quantify emissions, but no excess emissions are anticipated. So for all this reason, I believe make the findings, to grant the short variance. And I can go ahead and make the motion if you want, Cynthia, or are you said?
I haven't done it in a while, so I'll go ahead and do it. In the case of 831-402 Chevron Products Company, located at 324 West El Segundo Boulevard in El Segundo, zip code 90245. We are granting the short variance for 14 days from today through the 20th of June. This is in regards to District Rules 203B, 2004, F1 and 3002 C1. And the equipment is scrubber V3 D1738, scrubber V4 D1739, the storage tank, the fixed roof number 425, the storage tank fixed roof number 426, and the storage tank fixed roof number 430. This also there will be no emissions during this period. And I believe that is it. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. No. Okay.
Just a friendly amendment before you do that. In the conclusion
Exhibits?
order,
To include the conditions that were
the conditions. So
specified by
there are a
this.
couple of corrections there.
Okay.
They have to make.
What do you want to
look at
correct on
that
the conditions?
condition? There's a petitions grant an emergency variance, so we should change that to a short variance.
Okay, what number are you on?
You should be looking at exhibit 3.
3 or 5?
3.
Okay,
The finding
The
and
the
decision,
actual
basically
body.
the proposed finding and decision document. You're looking at the petition, Madam Chair. You want to
I
look
was
at?
looking at the actual conditions that the district had provided.
No, that's all been revised. You need to look at the finding and decision document that was given today.
Alrighty. Okay, and your correction, go ahead.
So it should be corrected from granted, and it says an emergency variance should be corrected to short because that is we are granting a short variance, and then continuing. They asked for until June 19th. So do you want to give? You said 20th. So
Yeah, I was adding actually 14 days and there's that,
Yeah, they indicate in the finding a decision is listed as June 19, but we can change it June 20th if you want, you know, or leave it at 19.
yeah, I would just leave it at the
Okay, then,
20th,
okay.
since it's an actual 14 days.
And the only other thing, and I should have mentioned on my comment, is they're going, that scrub, they have a scrubber that they're renting to rent this thing. So they left two scrubbers. One is a standby. So the way condition 2 reads is like, you know, shall tap, both are operating. So I was going to make a change to condition 2 just to indicate that either, you know, so petitioner shall temporarily install a portable scrubber that's owned by Event Corporation, operated under South Coast AQMD permit to operate, either number G67228 or G67229. So it's not and, it's only one or the other. One is on standby. I did ask a question, they
No,
did
that's fine.
clarify.
That's
You know,
a
so,
good amendment.
And those are the only amendment
Okay,
I had.
all right, and to include the conditions specified by the district in exhibit number 5.
No,
Are we not
No.
including the proposed short
No.
variance conditions?
but no, you're looking at 5 in the petition.
Yeah, I'm looking at 5 because it's part of the
No, you should be
petition.
looking at the finding a decision document because it was changed and based on some of the
Okay,
comments
all
I
right.
had, they revised it.
We're in reference to that.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that should be the
that's fine.
condition. Exhibit 3.
All right.
In the last page, they have the conditions.
Okay. We can go ahead and do that then. All right, thank you very much for those amendments, Mr. Balagopalan. And anything else? I think that's it. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
So-
had, Madam Chair, one minor edit on the findings, on those present, the names listed. I think I would be an alternate to
That's right.
Monica. That was, okay.
Thank you for that, Mr. Samaniego. We never want to forget that. Okay.
I don't know if the doctor had anything to add.
So if we're clear, the proposed conclusions and orders contained within the document submitted today in the joint stipulation and order,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, contained in the conclusion and order, page 7, the joint stipulation and order is the basis for our granting or making the requisite findings and granting the short variance instead of the emergency variance so that the record is clear.
thank you, Ms. Conager Macklin. Dr. Abraham, anything from you?
No additional comments. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abraham. Okay, so with those amendments, the motion was made. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, and is there any further discussion on the matter? On the motion? Okay, with that, let's go ahead and vote. Dr. Abraham?
Aye.
Mr. Samaniego?
Aye.
Ms. Conager Macklin?
Aye.
Mr. Balagopalan?
Aye.
And I also vote aye. And thank you very much, board members, for your input. I greatly appreciate it. And with that, unless there's any other matters, what I should be also stating, and I don't know whether you can correct me, Madam Clerk, when we are under consent, I believe we still have the obligation to ask the public if there's any members of the public, if they wanted to provide any comments in regards to any subject that was not on the agenda.
Yes.
So we're doing that, and do you see anybody with their hand raised?
Currently, Madam Chair, there are no members of the public with hands raised and no members of the public in person in the audience.
Okay, thank you so much. So with that, we are adjourned.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Thank you.